Warner Brothers may make a drastic decision over the video game developer Rocksteady after they allowed Sweet Baby Inc. to blatantly disrespect the Arkham video game universe, not to mention Kevin Conroy's final performance as the Batman. If one rumor is true, it could be some of the biggest action we have seen regarding the woke infiltration of video games. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side. Hi everyone, my name is Jacob Berry. Welcome to the StudioJake vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, consider becoming a channel member. All right, so if one rumor is true, and I want to stress this is a rumor, I'm just talking about it because it seems interesting, and we'll have to wait and see if it comes true. But one rumor suggests that Warner Brothers may shutter, in other words, kick out, give the pink slip to Rocksteady Video Games after the disastrous performance of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. This Task Force X game was a disaster and showed just how one company that claims to be, progressive and DEI driven and environmental can ruin an entire franchise with just one screw up. Now, it is shocking to me that this it's taken so long for them to come to this decision, but after Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was seen as, a disaster for the Arkham universe, for how it portrayed the Justice League, not to mention, as I stated in the intro, Kevin Conroy's final performance. Although later it was clarified that this won't be his final performance as the Batman, he will appear in an animated movie very soon. However, it's just shocking to me that it has taken Warner Brothers so long to get this decision to close Rocksteady's doors after just the mismanagement of Arkham universe as far as video games go. So this is according to That Park Place, thatparkplace.com. It says a new rumor claims that Warner Brothers Discovery is having internal discussions about shutting down Rocksteady after the developers Sweet Baby Inc. influenced Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game instantly became a financial failure and forced the company to take a $200 million impairment charge on the game. During the company's first quarter earning results webcast, CFO Gerner Windefils stated, starting with studios, the 400 million plus year-over-year decline during Q1 was primarily due to the very tough comp we faced in games against the success of Hogwarts Legacy last year in the first quarter, in conjunction with the disappointing Suicide Squad release the past quarter, which we impaired, leading to a 200 million impact to EBITDA, I don't know what that means, during the first quarter. The CFO had previously detailed during the company's fourth quarter 2023 earnings webcast, this year's Suicide Squad, one of our key video game releases in 2024, has fallen short of our expectations since its release earlier in the quarter, setting our games business up for a tough year-over-year comp in Q1. These comments reflect the game's poor player base as seen via Steam DB charts. According to the data, the game had peaked concurrent players of 13,459 when it first launched. That's very low, by the way, at the beginning of February. However, players quickly abandoned the game, with the most 24-hour peak only hitting 286 players. So basically, the staff of Warner Brothers Montreal, Rocksteady, their PR people, and maybe a handful of shills. Sales estimates for the game on Steam range between 127.6 thousand and 259.6 thousand. Now, a new rumor from YouTuber Vera Dart declares Warner Brothers is intentionally talking about closing Rocksteady for having their 250 employees after Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League's bomb. Dart continued, I have heavily covered Warner Brothers games and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League since release because of what it represented for Warner Brothers games and a beloved franchise. When it was greenlit, we were seeing a giant scramble for studios to create live series games, and this one released too late, plus the content did not resonate with players. Furthermore, she noted Rock Studios co-founder and studio heads also departed the company back in 2022. Rocksteady is a shell of the company it used to be, and we saw this happen recently with Embracer Group and Volition, a company that had 30 years of experience under their belt, and it sounds as though Warner Brothers is planning to pull the plug on Rocksteady too. They have no other games publicly announced, and there does not seem to be any confidence in them anymore. Even back in 2016, we got the Batman Arkham VR game that was developed by Rocksteady, and the new Batman Arkham Shadow VR game is being done by Camouflage. Only time will tell. Doesn't seem like the future is very bright for Rocksteady, she concluded. And also, this comes as that part place also points out later in the article. This comes when they announced that they might do a non-binary Mr. Freeze, or at least a swapped Mr. Freeze for one of the alternate dimensions. So I haven't played the game. From what I've gathered from watching people who have, basically Task Force X, they take on Brainiac, who has mind controlled the Justice League. They kill the Justice League, as the name of the game implies, and they find out that he's also branched off into other dimensions besides the main one. And so they're going in. That's how they recruit the new Joker, which I heard that was a disaster, a slog of a campaign to get to, where people were just buying him because all the stuff you had to do to grind to get the Joker was just ridiculous. And this is what happens when they bring on companies like Sweet Baby Inc. They promise, hey, diversity, equity, and inclusion. But what they don't tell you is that's not what they're doing at all. There is no diversity. There is no inclusivity. And it has nothing to do with the environment. So who gives a crap? And the E, Eric July famously calls it DIE, or in some cases, didn't earn it. That's what DEI stands for. But it's just woke gobbledygook. Communist Manifesto reformed to take over your favorite beloved franchises. And listen, I remember playing the games: Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Knight. Fantastic games. Although and I'm not the first person to point this out. I believe Yellow Flash also said this. I didn't care for the Batmobile levels in Batman Arkham Knight. I think that he should have had a showdown with Slade Wilson, who is a Teen Titans villain. I don't know why they keep trying to shove him on Batman, but he's a Teen Titans villain. They had a vehicle boss battle. It should have been a battle, like a fight. But anyway, and of course we're also forgetting Batman Arkham Origins, which isn't a part of the Rocksteady series. A different developer did that, but that game is underrated. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I do wish they had gotten Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill to voice the characters, although it's supposed to be when they're younger. So that could be why they did it. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I think that what we're seeing here, when you blatantly disrespect the characters and their source material, and especially someone as beloved as Kevin Conroy, this was billed as his last performance. And like I said, later they announced that he recorded lines for Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3, I think, which I actually don't believe them that he recorded lines. I think they're probably just going to pull from the archives and cobble together something, because fans are furious that just the blatant disrespect that was shown to Batman as a character and to shown as the actor Kevin Conroy in that leaked clip of, well, now we know it for sure, of Harley Quinn blasting Batman and ending his life and saying it's our turn now. Harley Quinn is a mass murderer. She is not a victim. She got seduced by the Joker, but everything up to that point was her own decision. Joker didn't have some sort of power over her. She had the power. She was his therapist, or at least his analyst, and she got corrupted by him, and she's not a victim. But no, they want to make her a victim. They want to make her this because they need her to be a Deadpool knockoff, which I don't know why they didn't just use the Question for that, or the Creeper. Both characters are more like Deadpool in how they operate. But, I've talked about that before. I can go on about that, so I'll stop there. All that to say, I'm not surprised, and we're going to see more of this as more Sweet Baby Inc. labels get discovered. And not just Sweet Baby Inc. There are other companies that are doing this kind of stuff where they're tricking and scamming these video game directors and developers, saying, hey, look at us. We can teach you how to be woke. Go broke is a lie. That's what they tell those companies, and that's not true. Go woke, go broke is real. It's a real thing. Get woke, go broke, real thing. And companies, they better be paying attention, because it's not going to be enough to close down Rocksteady. What are you going to do going forward about it? I have a feeling that what they're going to do is they're going to, because I think they said There are 10 Brainiacs. Correct me if I'm wrong. So they have the Suicide Squad has to go to different um, ones, and they've already gotten 3, I believe. So if I was them, I would just do one final DLC where they battle all of them, and they go into a dimension where Brainiac didn't take over the Justice League, but just put them in stasis or something. They can free the Justice League of that dimension and bring them all back to the main universe because that universe is gone or something like that. I don't know. But I think that would make more sense for them to do. That's just a suggestion on my part. But yeah, I'm not surprised. We'll have to wait and see. Because, like I said, this is just a rumor, but I have a sinking suspicion that it's a true one. Well, if you like that video, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. If you're watching on YouTube, ring that little bell so you get notifications. Consider becoming a channel member where you get all kinds of perks, including emojis. I do Once a week, I do a member's first look of a video. If you'd like me to do more of that, let me know. I'd be happy to oblige. I'm always looking for new stuff. I'm going to do new live streams. But if you're watching on BitChute or Odyssey or Rumble and you're like, I don't want to support you through big tech, no worries. Head on over to my locals page. The link is in the description. It's kind of like a Patreon or a Subscribe Star where you can support indie creators like myself. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Studio Jake.